So yesterday I made a comment that the full border cassette for the negative supply basic 120 digital camera scanning carrier kit was disappointing. And I'm going to kind of revise that with a caveat that it is not the quick and easy process that all the videos online seem to suggest. I would say that this carrier was significantly more cumbersome, significantly more time consuming to use than my Valoi 360 kit. Now, that being said, I think that, well, first of all, you don't have a full border option with Valoi, so that's a difference maker. And with the no border cassettes, I would say they're flatter. However, I am getting a little bit of light pollution, but I think I can cut that out. The light source itself, it seems superior in color quality to the Releno. Now, it's completely different like cost genre. The Releno is like $35. The 99 CRI light's like $200. So it's a very big difference for maybe not, a huge difference in negatives. But I've always sort of struggled with my 120 negatives and color balancing them with the Releno light. And I am not struggling with color balancing them on the 120 kit from Negative Supply. Flip side is, because it takes so long and it's more cumbersome, I'm getting a ton more dust. So I'm having to work out different dust strategies. With the Valoi kit, I never really had to worry about dust too terribly much. My life is messy and has tons of dog hair and dust everywhere, and that was fine. But with this kit, I do absolutely have to be mindful of it. So I want to kind of show you this particular roll because I really struggled with converting this roll when I first got it. It's like very strange light. It's you've got a lot of weird colors that it didn't know how to deal with in the conversion. But with the Negative Supply 99 CRI light, I was able to pretty quickly convert them all. So that was really nice. Again, funky, but it works, right? This one turned out beautiful. I actually like it more than my original one. I like most of these. I truly like more than the ones that I did with the Releno light. But it's at the margins, and this is with a particularly difficult roll, and it's on 120. I don't have troubles with it with 35 millimeter, and I think it's just because you have higher resolution. It's a smaller thing. There's just less to manage. But yeah. So you can see here, I did the full border, and as I went through, I was learning that you kind of have to adjust each and every frame. You've got to sort of rolls at the edges. You can see how it's not perfectly straight, or maybe the register isn't as in focus as this part. So that was kind of frustrating for me, and it's something that I have to monkey with for every single frame, which is again why I don't know that I would recommend it for just everyday scanning, or scanning in bulk for customers, unless you are anticipating spending this extra money. Now, if you do it kind of more casually, or you have landscape photos, something you need really high resolution that you want a bomb register for, there's some sort of marketing reason you want that, then absolutely it'll work, but it does take some effort. It comes, so you can see here, that register is blurry, but it's not down here, and it's because I'm getting curvature to the film. Now it comes with a ground glass thing that you can pop in, and I guess the idea is you take it out after you've used it, and then you scan and then put it back in over your next frame so they stay flat. But it was just introducing too much additional dust, and maybe I'm a goober and just doing something wrong, but so far not my favorite. And this one looks flatter. I was starting to get the hang of it near the end of the roll. One thing that is a little bit more of a challenge with this light than the Releno is the Releno gets significantly brighter, and because the light is so much brighter, you shoot at higher shutter speeds. When you shoot at higher shutter speeds, you're going to get less of that ambient connection or ambient pollution to your film. So on the Valoi kit, because I'm using the Releno, which is much brighter, I'm typically at 1/100th of a second and f10 at ISO 100. And like nothing really matters about my ambient light. Like my window can be kind of partially open near the base and it doesn't really impact anything. However, with the Valoi one, I'm more commonly at like 1/25th of a second, f10 ISO 100. So I absolutely have to be more careful with that light pollution as a result, and any kind of motion shake, right? Because at f1/30th of a second, if I'm manually pulling these through, then I'm going to institute some shake in potentially the base and my rig and the film. And so, you just got to wait a couple extra seconds. So overall, it's slower to use, more cumbersome, but yields flatter results generally in the no border scans, and the quality of the 99 CRI light source appears to be better, but I don't know that it would be a difference maker. And so far, if you've liked my scans to date, they were all done with the Releno, so I don't know that it's a need to have for really anyone, except for people who are super into this, or yeah, pretty much those people. Okay, well, I hope this was helpful. Bye.